This is the best strategy you'll ever need for NoFap. What if I told you that everything you've been doing to quit, white knuckling it, deleting apps, blocking websites, isn't working because you're focused on the wrong enemy? You're not fighting an addiction. You're fighting a broken system that profits off your weakness. This isn't just about self control, it's about rewiring your brain, reclaiming your masculinity, and becoming untouchable. Stay with me, because once you understand this strategy, you won't just quit, you'll transform. There's a reason you feel drained, unmotivated, and ashamed after slipping up. It's not just guilt, it's because you've handed over your power to something that was never meant to control you. Every click, every scroll, every relapse. It's not a mistake, it's a pattern. And if you don't break it now, it'll break you later. But here's the truth most won't tell you. The strongest men in history weren't strong because they had more discipline. They were strong because they understood how to use their energy, not waste it. And starting today, so will you. The problem. Let's stop pretending this is about willpower. You don't keep relapsing because you're weak. You relapse because you've been conditioned like a lab rat, trained by an algorithm to chase dopamine like your life depends on it. Every scroll, every click, every fake fantasy. It's all designed to hijack your brain, flood it with cheap pleasure, and leave you feeling empty. You feel tired all the time? That's your dopamine system crashing? You can't focus? That's your brain rewired to crave quick hits instead of deep work. You feel like a fraud in your own skin? That's what happens when you give your energy away to pixels instead of purpose. And the worst part, you've normalized it. Society says it's harmless. Doctors say it's healthy. Influencers joke about it. But deep down, you know the truth. You know how you feel afterward. The guilt, the brain fog, the frustration. That moment when you look in the mirror and don't recognize the man staring back. This isn't about shame. It's about truth. And facing that truth is the first step toward breaking the cycle. 2,000 years ago, before algorithms, before screens, before dopamine traps, men still battled the same inner war: desire. Seneca didn't scroll through TikTok. Marcus Aurelius didn't binge adult content. But they knew what it meant to be ruled by urges, and they refused. Seneca said, "No man is free who is a slave to his body." That wasn't a metaphor. It was a warning. Every time you give in, you strengthen the lie that you need this to survive. You're feeding the wolf that's tearing you down, one click at a time. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire in the world, yet his real battle was always internal. His journals weren't filled with military tactics. They were filled with reminders to stay sharp, stay pure, stay in control. Why? Because they knew a simple truth. When you can master yourself, you can master anything. No empire, no legacy, no greatness has ever been built by a man who can't say no to his own impulses. And guess what? That legacy, that empire, that greatness, it's waiting for you on the other side of control. The strategy: how to break free without losing your mind. You've tried everything: cold showers, meditation, accountability apps, but nothing sticks. Why? Because you're trying to fight the urge instead of replacing it. The real solution isn't just suppression, it's transformation. And it comes down to 3 unshakable pillars. Master these, and relapse becomes irrelevant. Ignore them, and you'll stay stuck in the loop forever. 1. Discipline isn't about punishment. It's about power. Every time you say no, you're not losing pleasure. You're gaining control. You're telling your brain, "I'm the one in charge." That's how you build a mindset of steel. 2. Purpose beats pleasure. Every single time. You don't relapse when you're locked in on your mission. You relapse when you're bored, aimless, and scrolling through life without direction. Replace the habit with hustle. Build something. Learn something. Win at something. 3. Transmute the energy. Don't waste it. That urge you feel, it's not a curse, it's fuel. Redirect it. Use it to lift, to create, to grind. Sexual energy is raw power. Stop leaking it. Start leading with it. This strategy doesn't just help you quit, it helps you evolve. 1. Self-discipline. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." And right now, your impulses are controlling you. Self-discipline isn't about suffering. It's about choosing power over weakness, clarity over chaos. Every time you resist the urge, you're not depriving yourself, you're sharpening your edge. Think about the last time you relapsed. That split second of pleasure came with a full day of regret. But the last time you said no, you felt invincible, focused, alive. That's no coincidence, that's proof. Discipline builds self-respect. Every no is a vote for your future self. And the more votes you cast, the more unshakable you become. You stop being reactive and start being intentional. You don't move through life chasing hits. You move with purpose, like a weapon fully controlled, always sharp, never wasting a shot. Because the truth is this, you were never weak. You were just distracted. 2. Find your purpose. Let's break it down. You don't relapse because you're addicted to the act. You relapse because you've got nothing better to do. A man without a mission is a man who drifts. And when you drift, urges take the wheel. The Stoics had a word for this. Acedia. Spiritual laziness. It's what happens when your soul goes quiet and your mind starts looking for noise. That noise becomes your comfort, your escape, your prison. The way out? Purpose. When you're locked in on something meaningful, urges don't stand a chance. You don't even notice them because your focus is elsewhere. Build a body that commands respect. Launch that business. Write that book. Learn that skill. Purpose is magnetic. It pulls you toward progress and leaves no room for pity scrolls or pointless distractions. If your goal is big enough, powerful enough, real enough, your urges will shrink in its shadow. That's the secret. You don't need more motivation. You need a reason so strong, relapse feels like betrayal. 3. Transmutation. Here's the part nobody teaches you. You don't need to kill the urge. You need to convert it. Because that energy, that tension, that raw pull you feel, it's not weakness, it's potential. Every great man knew this. Tesla, Muhammad Ali, Napoleon. They didn't waste their energy on temporary pleasure. They channeled it into greatness, into impact, into legacy. That's transmutation. Instead of letting the urge consume you, you redirect it. Hit the gym and train until your muscles scream. Sit down and build something that matters. Focus so hard the world disappears. That energy is your jet fuel, but only if you aim it right. The urge doesn't make you broken. It means you're powerful. You just forgot how to wield it. And once you do, you'll become the kind of man who doesn't chase gratification. You generate it. Through action, through focus, through domination of your space. That's not suppression. That's transformation. So, what happens when you finally quit? Now imagine this. You wake up clear-headed. No guilt, no brain fog, no mental static. Just focus. Your energy isn't leaking out in the shadows. It's building up like a war drum in your chest. You walk different, talk different, move different. Because now, you own yourself. Testosterone rising, motivation returning. That fire in your gut that you thought was gone, it's back, and it's burning hotter than ever. You start noticing things like how your thoughts are sharper, your goals are clearer, and your drive. Relentless. You don't chase women anymore. You attract them. You don't beg for success. You build it, all because you stopped letting your energy rot in digital pleasure and started using it to sculpt a real, undeniable life. This is what the Stoics meant by freedom. Not a life without urges, but a life where urges serve you, not the other way around. This is the turning point. And the man you become after this? He's dangerous, in the best way. So now the choice is yours. Keep doing what you've always done, and you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. Guilt, emptiness, wasted potential. Or you step up. You take control of your energy, your urges, your life. This isn't about streaks. It's not about counting days. It's about becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to escape anymore, because his reality is too powerful to run from. The kind of man who doesn't just resist temptation, he outgrows it. That starts now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now you've got the tools, you've got the fire, you've got the blueprint. But only you can take the first step. So, if you're done playing small, done being ruled by an invisible leash, and ready to live like the man you were meant to be, prove it. Leave the old you behind, subscribe, stay locked in. Because this journey, it's just beginning.